Hey, we got you this time. I bet y'all thought we didn't get that mic fixed.
Yeah. Hey, let us know how it is on the sound. See if it's loud enough or if it's not, or whatever. Maybe we can adjust it next time. But I think we pretty much got that worked out.
Well, look here. You know, we like to do detective work when we do ghost hunting and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give y'all just a second to figure out what our show is gonna be over.
Well, let's just say it could be aliens.
Anyway, our show's going to be over aliens. We're going to be talking about the different kinds of, how about ethnicities of aliens?
Different kinds of aliens.
Different kinds of aliens.
Okay.
You know, let's take a look. This right here is straight up off the MUFON website. This last month, there was 628 alien sightings. 483 of them was here in the United States. Now, the biggest place that you've seen aliens, according to the MUFON website, California.
Come on.
No. California was the biggest place they see. The biggest amount of the types of shapes was a circular shape, and it was, I got to expand this out, come on. 109 was circular. You know, you got the circular, you got the cigar shape, the triangles, you know, 109 of them was circular. One the case that they talked about, kind of featured on the little thing, was case number 105754. And this is over in Tomey, Minnesota. And it had these two ladies out in the boat fishing. And she looked out there and she see this big light. And now light's not really much of anything. It could be a lot of stuff, but it was hovering. And so one of the friends grabs a flashlight, starts flashing at it, and the other was like, quit that, you know, don't be messing around with it. So anyway, it starts heading their way. No sound or anything attached to this. So this is actually a lamp that come pretty close and down to it. Now I'll tell you something else too.
But did they see an alien?
They all they did was see the light. So
Okay,
we're gonna
so
call
it's
this
just-
a,
Well, wouldn't that be an
Close
UFO or something like that?
well, they'd call this right here a close encounter of what?
First guy.
First kind. Now, a biggest part of those UFOs seen, now get this now, the biggest part was 139 of them about a little over a mile away. Now you say,
That's
well,
pretty
damn,
close.
that's pretty close, but that's actually, if you want to check out a light and stuff like that, that's you know, a mile away you'll see a lamp. Now they had 90. Now this right here is 90 sightings. 90 sightings, less than 100 feet.
So I mean, 90 of them was right there on it.
90, there was right there on it. And it's kind of hard to dispute a UFO sighting when it's 90 feet away.
Yeah. And I'm sure none of them seen like a little sign that said "Made in America."
No, man, they probably on the back of the drawers, you know.
Man.
So anyway, since we're over here throwing out some stats, that was from MUFON. Now this right here is going, I'm just happening to figure we just throw out that, just put some time out there, and about different kinds of aliens and stuff. Well, our actual thing here is going to be over alien types. If you want to break it down to it, as far as species of stuff on the Earth, they've discovered roughly around 8.7 million species of insects, animals, whatever, plants, stuff like that. So that's 8.7 million.
Man, that's a bunch.
That is a bunch. And if you want to take a look at the number of possible planets with life, that's 40 billion. All right. If you look out there in the stars, this is an estimated number. You look out to the stars, and they say those is close enough to the sun or to their star with possible water in the atmosphere or whatever, is 40 billion. So that particular number, to create a different number of species, if you want to multiply one time the other, that's like an infinite number.
That's a bunch.
That is possibilities is just way out there. as to what kind of an alien might look like, what an alien might be.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
All right.
Just to get up there, just to ask.
All right.
Do you think they infiltrated our federal government?
Well, we're going to get to that.
Oh, okay. That's what I want to know.
We're not going to leave no stone unturned. That's what we do here at 18th. No stone will be unturned. All right. Now, given that this right here, that the way we discover life is, the way we have life here on Earth is through a carbon base. All right. So, and why you say carbon? Now, if I throw this out there being some type of chemically wrong or something like that, I apologize, but this is close that I can come to it. But it's because you can take 4 molecules of carbon to combine them together and start tying into stuff to create DNA. Now, the only other thing that can do that will be silicone.
So you think that so wouldn't that make their blood green?
I don't know. Ain't nobody ever seen a silicone-based life form. But now let me tell you something. They believe it is possible because they have some certain scientists over around Nevada that combine a carbon-based element and a silicone-based element with some type of a virus, and it actually created whatever they was looking for. So they said, well, because it's able to do that, you can actually there can actually be a silicone-based entity, alien life form creature. And I hope they don't mess around enough where they create something that can't nobody stop. But anyway,
kind of like the coronavirus.
Yeah. They're not weird, tearing hell out of everything.
Well, from what I understand, though, is the best way to get there to kind of reduce that coronavirus is to add a line.
Add a line to it. But anyway, I don't want to get down there and say that, it's a bad virus.
Yeah,
but, it's terrible. People need to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
But,
be careful, wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands and stuff. But, you got to have a certain amount of
self-preservation.
Humor, or it's just going to tear you up inside.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with all this different kinds of life form based with silicone and stuff like that, we base things off of water. Is water available to create our life form because we're carbon based? And that's where we come across that number of 40 billion different life form planets. Well, if it's based off of a silicone life form, oxygen is not necessarily what you need. In fact, it's not what you need.
We need carbon dioxide?
You need that and methane.
Methane? Really?
Methane.
Yeah.
So it can turn out that it doesn't breathe oxygen, it breathes some sort of a methane. And so now that 40 billion planets could actually create different types of life forms or whatever that has so totally something different than what we ever thought of.
So, all right, hold on now. I'm just going to throw this out here again. Being that they breathe methane, supposedly.
Well, they don't know.
We don't know for a fact. But could that be the reason why they have all the cattle mutilations? Is because the cows have flagellants?
You might be on something.
Hey, just some pretty face here.
Go to commercial.
Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All Things Paranormal. Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats.
All right, we're back. All right, so anyway, let's go back on to our regular schedule progress.
We're going to get through this, I promise. I promise we're going to get through this.
So anyway, we're going to discuss 4 types of aliens that people have been talking about being here on Earth. All right, the first one one is a Nordic alien. Now they have people have been seeing these things. People have been seeing stuff for a long time. And what happens is, I guess they really, as far as close to people putting it down in writing and saying, "Hey, look, we got this down right here." The first recorded incident that we have that somebody, as far as aliens, a long time ago when somebody seen a balloon floating across, and they really that's the first time they ever seen a balloon. They didn't know what it was, because let's face it, if you lived out in the West, you didn't know somebody could float a balloon across the country. So they described it as something different. But anyway, the first account that they have was back in 1950, and it was from. So anyway,
it was from somewhere.
So anyway, the first account was back in 1950. First recorded account for the aliens. Anyway, it was 1950, and these look like Nordics. Now let's take a look and see.
We don't have a picture of a Nordic?
Yeah, we got. Let's go to number 5.
Picture number 5. I hope it's right too.
Yeah. All right.
That's Nordic. That's a Nordic alien.
That's your Nordic alien of what people say it's supposed to look. They look like. They look like, when they say Nordic, you go over to like Norway, you got these big, tall, style aliens, but they just look like something totally different. They're supposed to be between like 4 or 5 to 7 feet tall. Now here's the kicker. The eyes. They have no irises.
Really?
That's what they say.
So it's just all one solid thing?
It's just like a solid opening. There's no irises. In fact, they even had some people give report that they put in contacts to make them look more human.
Huh.
Some of the case people that said that they've been visited by aliens in the the Men in Black type thing had contacts put in, and their eyes didn't move back and forth. How your eyes open and close? It's just one straight thing.
Yeah, now I've heard of reports also where they look like cat's eyes, but they're sideways or whatever, and they're blinking like this.
Yeah.
But
they also says that they seem to have a sense of smell, and
to whip that methane out.
Yeah.
To sniff that methane out, man.
Yeah. They're also known as the tall whites. Now they got one report that also said that they come from the Pleiades star cluster, wherever that particular one is. I'd have to sit down and kind of take a gander and find out where it's at. But they supposedly come from the Pleiades star cluster. The most notable case of a Nordic style alien, and this should ring a bell for everybody, Travis Walton.
You think he was a Nordic alien?
No, he was abducted by Nordic aliens.
Oh, okay.
Travis Walton, that's the dude Fire in the Sky, the logger.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember now.
Do you remember that? Travis Walton was supposedly, he says it, and can't nobody prove different, that he was abducted by a Nordic style alien.
Yeah. Now, he did all kinds of lie detector tests and everything else.
Yeah, him and all his whole group.
His whole buddies and stuff.
Took lie detector tests and passed.
Yeah.
That, hey, look, something happened to it. He was sucked up to the thing. And now these are just down home country folk out there logging to make a living. All right. So anyway, we have our second type of aliens. We're going to call the Greys. All right. Also referred to as the Zeta Reticulanus. I think that is 3.
Yeah. Here's our picture number 3.
Zeta Reticulans is what they call it. The Greys. Now this right here is about 73% of all reported incidences is from the aliens that look like the Greys. Now that's the biggest majority of all your sightings of aliens running around talking to people and all that. And
here's a representation of what a gray might look like inside.
And here, the Greys supposedly has a small body, non-muscular frame, smooth gray skin, large, hairless head, bald-headed, large, bald-headed, sounds like my dog. And we've actually paid money for this bald-headed dancer.
He really does have a bald-headed dog. And I can't believe anybody paid more than 50 cents for it, but he did.
Yeah, it's got papers. But anyway. So anyway, the most notable case of this right here is Betty and Barney Hill in 1961, New Hampshire. You know, now if everybody remembers, these two people were in a house, and they were actually broke into the house. For the aliens did, and they were supposedly the Greys.
The Greys.
All right. And another set of when they found the Greys, everybody knows this one. This is that type of aliens that was actually taken, was the Greys.
Oh, John says that we picked up one of these on the West 7th Street one time.
We leave that alone.
Hey, John, we're gonna take it, leave that alone.
So anyway,
but probably.
The most notable Greys that everybody's seen, I know everybody's heard about it, is Roswell incident, Roswell, New Mexico, 1947.
Man, that's
now supposedly those bodies have left Roswell, and I've heard it's in 2 or 3 different places. One of them in Dallas, and one of them in at a secret hangar over in Nevada. So is where the bodies are supposed to be.
Yeah, I'd like to have. Hey, if you know of anybody who's got a gray or a piece of gray,
yeah,
let us know.
We'd like to do some DNA tests.
Yeah, we'd like to do a test on it, see what's up.
All right. All right, so we're gonna skip over this, and we'll go to that here in a minute. Now the next one we're gonna talk about is the little green men. Now everybody says, well, that's right, little green vodka. But anyway, the little green men, they're supposed to be about 4 feet tall, somewhat humanoid. Now the most notable event, now this is a multi-day event, and this was an actual attack on these people. It's called, the event is called the Kelly Hopkinsville sighting. Now this is was in Kelly Hopkinsville. It's in Christian County, Kentucky. Now you had 5 adults and 7 kids. So you had 12 people in this house, and it was in 1955, and they say, all 12 of them said they were attacked.
How many?
Well, we're going to get there. By this little green men, they were sticking their heads up through the thing, trying to get through the door, trying to just do whatever they can to attack everybody in that house. They said they was attacked. They might have just been coming in peace, but it was about 12 to 15 of them trying to storm that house and get in there.
So you mean tell me that 12 full-grown people,
5 full-grown people,
5 full-grown
and 7
people,
children,
and 7 children
held the aliens off the whole night. In fact, they called the time they got they got over to the sheriff. They got to a sheriff. They got the state police, and they even had the daggum military respond to that incident.
Huh.
So what they found was a bunch of bullet holes coming through glass walls and through the screen doors and stuff when they was over here shooting at them.
Just messing them up.
Trying to, but no dead aliens.
Oh.
I guess they take care
I wonder
of
if they
them.
drag them off.
I wish they'd searched a little harder. Well, the next day, it was a whole event again, and then this 5 men and 7 kids said, that's it, they left.
They ain't gonna try to fight no more.
They coming after them at that house, so they decided to get out. Now I don't know of any other incident to where people were attacked in mass like that with 12 to 15 little green men.
Huh.
Now that's pretty
strange.
That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to ease on over to this one. This is the one that's really most notable. It's going to be here. These are the reptilians. Let me look
reptilian right there.
The reptilians that attack, or not attack, but that's it's like a lizard form or a reptilian form alien. Now, one of the biggest conspiracy theories that they have in the United States is that
they change into regular people.
Is that they're taking over the government.
Yeah.
Reptilian people, and now you think, well, man, that's just crazy. You know? Well, the last study that they did, 12 million Americans believe that reptilians are controlling this government.
So what's the percentage of that?
Well, 12 into 370 something million is what? That's about 4%.
Yeah, 1 or 2%.
4%.
Something like that.
4% of people in the United States believe reptilians control this government. And then that's kids too thrown in there.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I believe that.
It could be as high as 8%.
It could be. Because some of that stuff that they do just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, somebody to steal somebody's hair off the head, stuff like that. You know, that's just...
Yeah.
Anyway, you take a look at some of them up there in the government, you're like, man, that is a reptilian. But anyway, they supposedly have some shape-shifting abilities, or they're able to comprehend into a skin that looks like, that tries to mimic people. And they said that some of the people that has actually seen them says that they have green eyes. So if you see somebody with green eyes, they could be a reptilian. You might want to check to see if that skin comes off.
Don't go around peeling anybody's skin off.
Don't go around peeling skin off.
We're not saying go peel their skin off.
You might want to ask them to see if they peel their own skin off.
Yeah, ask them if they're a reptilian.
So anyway, now this
hey, if they are, put them on our show.
Yeah, let us know. You know, we got certain people in government. I feel that's, you know, that could be reptilian.
Could be reptilian.
I mean, and of the upper part of the business of the United States, you know, you could have. Anyway, they're supposed to be controlling the things that happen in America.
Yeah.
Now you think, well, man, that's kind of a weird thing. Well, let me tell you something. Reptilian aliens go back, or reptilian people go back a good long ways. It's back in the Chinese history, some of the Islamic history for the jinn, Sumerian history. If you even want to, you know, some of the conspiracy people or some of the UFOologists say it's even back in the Bible where the snake that tempted Eve was a reptilian alien. They're supposedly 6 to 8 foot tall, with a snake-like head, a snake-like head, skin like a snake, and eyes that has like that, but they're turned green. They also have reports of where the reptilians have been breeding with people and turning it into a half reptilian and half human, and that's where they get the actual human eyes with the green, but they still a reptilian.
Kind of like a hybrid.
You know, kind of like a hybrid. That's right. For these, whenever they do abduct somebody who said it was abducted by a reptilian-style alien, the incidences that happened to them were very cruel. It's just very, very bad behavior, and
if
very
you think
traumatic.
you're being abducted, let us know.
Yeah,
we can help.
If you think you've been abducted, let us know.
Yeah.
We would like to get your story, and let's see if we can't come. You know, see if it won't tie off into things. See if we can't research it.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk about our coming events.
Huh? What coming events are we?
Well, okay. Remember, we got the hunt.
Oh yeah, now we got a hunt that we're working on. It's going to be towards the end of March. It probably will not be a live event due to the area. We're still scoping it out, but we'll do it kind of like the movie thing again. I believe, because I believe everybody around had pretty good luck with that. Everybody liked it. We got a lot of response on it. We got a couple of that one. All right, let's get this over here on the.
Now we're not gonna say this alien.
Yeah, we're not gonna say this alien, but we're gonna say it's something. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Hold. Let's blow it up. Everybody can see it.
All right, you see a little alien right there? Play that again. Now this come off of YouTube. Watch how he's walking with his legs. Of course, he had to do that little. Woo! alien. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it did look kind of fun. All right. Now we still got our casting call.
Yeah.
If you're a vampire, werewolf, alien, whatever, y'all come on. You know, be on the show. If you have to be covered up, we'll cover you up. Don over here playing with some lights. Making it, trying to have that dramatic effect, you know?
Yeah, let's get this dramatic effect. You didn't go. I'll push the screen.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, we're trying to have a little dramatic effect on that. So if y'all have our casting call still out there, y'all come on the show. If you got a story to tell, let us know.
If you need our help, let us know.
If you got some evidence, Bigfoot, aliens, Sasquatch, whatever, and you want to share it with us, and we put it on the show, man, we got loot for you.
That's right. And remember, if you need any help, we're here to help.
That's what we do. We are totally confidential. Even though we might post a picture or two, we'll ask beforehand, see if it's all right, but we will never post any kind of information where somebody can figure out if it's you or not.
Yeah. And guess what? We're free of charge.
Free of charge.
When was the last time y'all seen anything free?
You know, now we will take some donations and some batteries, because whenever we do an investigation, we go through some batteries.
Yeah, if y'all want to give us something, but that's not necessary.
But that's not a necessary thing.
That's right. But man, if y'all need anything, give us a holler. We're on show number 2 of the year, so we're looking forward to the rest of the year. We got time paid up for the rest of the year, I think. So I think we're gonna be okay with that.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. So, but this is Don.
It's John.
All Things Paranormal.